This Road to Prosperity video is sponsored by Vandergraaf. Visit vandergraaf.com to learn more about how their advanced drum motor technology reduces maintenance costs while delivering reliability and longevity for belt conveyors operating in the harshest of environments.
So Matt, as you're in booths, talking to customers, talking to your manufacturing partners, what sorts of things are you hearing? What are customers saying about their businesses at this point in time? What's their outlook for the year, and what's the Dibble outlook for the year?
Well, what we're hearing is that everybody's busy. And we're hearing that on the manufacturing side. I was talking to a manufacturer yesterday that said the last 2 years are 2 record years. And they're not alone. There's a lot of people that are doing the same thing. Our last 2 years for our company were record years. And I think a lot of producers are in the same boat where times are good and everybody's busy, everybody's got a lot of work, so that's good for us, it's good for manufacturers, and it's good for our customers. So, there's not a lot of people that are, light on sales right now in terms of the producer side. People they're busy and, things are going strong. We've heard pretty regularly that there's a slowdown potentially coming, but you feel like you hear that every year, and it really hasn't come to fruition yet. So, yeah, I mean, we're busy. Lead times are on some things are a little further than they normally are. Some are kind of coming back the other direction, and they're getting a little sooner, which is good. But yeah, no, we're busy.
On the potential slowdown that you're hearing maybe right now, I'm not necessarily expecting that, and I don't hear a lot of that. But the people that tell that to you, what are they saying that derives from? What's their concern?
I honestly think that it's just people hear it, so they say it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I don't think there's any economists here that are saying that. It's like people hear it and they just pass it along. And I feel like I hear that every year. It's like, oh, this summer things are gonna slow down. It's like, okay, but we've been busy for a long time, so I mean, it'll happen eventually. Obviously, the economy goes in a cycle, so eventually it will slow down. But it's certainly not happening now.
In your neck of the woods, you're covering several states in the Northeast, Matt. What is driving construction materials demand? I mean, it seems like right now, road building, whether it's roads, bridges, highways, there's a lot of opportunity and excitement around that. But how's residential in that neck of the woods? Do you have any sense of that? If that's tapered off a little bit, or are there pockets that are doing well? And maybe same thing on the non-residential side with industrial or commercial or manufacturing type projects. Is that helping your customers? Are they looking for equipment and plants related to jobs like those?
Yeah, there's in New York State built some casinos a few years back, so that brought some demand for our customers. Those are all built now. There's projects going up around the state. There's a big thruway project going on right now in Syracuse. So there's a lot of building going on. There's a lot of project work, and people are busy pretty much across the state.
Do you notice a clear difference, because you're covering New York State and other states, although maybe New Jersey's somewhat similar to New York in terms of the government or the tax side? We had a producer at our roundtable from New York State, Stuart Petrovitz, out of Route 82 Sand and Gravel, and he was just telling us, the people are flocking out of New York, and it's not a good thing. I mean, a lot of the big dollar companies are moving out, going down to the south, going to Florida. Yeah. Is that a concern that you have? And what are your customers in New York saying?
It's definitely something that you hear, and there's definitely some people that, just people that are moving out of the state. But I don't know that it's really that drastic or really as big as kind of what it sounds like it might be. I mean, there's always people that, live in New York and then they move south. They go to Florida, they retire, they go to Florida, whatever it might be. And we have one customer that sold his place in New York and started a place in Tennessee. But it's not, I don't know, I haven't seen the numbers on it, so I don't know if it's really as drastic as what some people say that it is. And I don't think it's slowing anything down. The housing market is strong. There's not a ton of new building going on, at least what I can see, directly local. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it's the market up there is strong, but it is one of the tougher states to do work in, from just like regulatory and the tax side of things. But it's been like that for a long time, so it's nothing new necessarily.
Thank you to Vandergraaf for sponsoring this Road to Prosperity video. To learn more about how their advanced drum motor technology reduces maintenance costs while delivering reliability and longevity for belt conveyors operating in the harshest of environments, visit vandergraaf.com.